What if the greatest catch of your life wasn't a fish at all? Today, we're diving into a really powerful story about a fisherman who finds out that his true fortune isn't in the sea, but in a test of his character that completely changes his world. For a poor man, even giving up is not an option. This one line from our hero Raghu really gets to the heart of the whole story. It's the voice of a man who has almost nothing left, but still has everything to fight for. You can just feel the raw grit in those words. So let's step into Raghu's world. It's a world where every single sunrise brings the same old struggle, and any sense of hope has pretty much faded away. Meet Raghu. Now, by all accounts, he's a good man. Honest, works incredibly hard, kind to a fault. But life just hasn't been fair to him. His nets are always empty, and his constant bad luck has made him an easy target for a couple of his fellow villagers, Mohan and Bashir. You've got this really sharp contrast here. On one side, you have these relentless taunts. They make fun of his boat, his luck, even the fact that he has no children. And on the other side, Rahu's silence. He just takes it, not out of weakness, but with this quiet dignity that, honestly, only seems to make them angrier. But here's the thing. Raghu isn't completely alone in this. He has his wife, Kamla, and she is his rock. Whenever he's right on the edge of giving up, she tells him, "Your defeat is my defeat." It's her way of reminding him that they're in this together, and their bond is stronger than any hardship they face. But even with Kamala by his side, their world is about to get a whole lot more complicated. Just when you think things can't get any worse, well, they do. It's just one disaster after another. First, his only fishing net, the very tool he needs to survive, gets torn. Then, he actually has a great day, catches a ton of fish, but his rivals ruin it. They go to the market and spread rumors that his fish are rotten, so he has to go home with everything, completely defeated. He's at the end of his rope. There's only one option left on the table. He has to take a loan from the village moneylender. It's a massive risk, but the village headman speaks up for him, vouches for his good character, and he gets the loan. And the deal? It's brutal. He has just 2 months to pay back every single penny. The clock is officially ticking. So that's the big question, right? After years and years of failure, can he really pull off a miracle in just 60 days? The pressure is unbelievable. Just when it seems like all is lost, a mysterious encounter on a quiet path in the forest is about to change the course of Raghu's life forever. Raghu is working harder than ever, but his luck just will not change. It gets to a point of complete despair where, after an entire day of work, all he has to show for it are 2 tiny, worthless fish. It feels like the universe is playing a cruel joke on him. So as he's walking home, totally dejected, he meets an old woman in the forest, and she asks him for his 2 fish. Now think about that dilemma. This is literally the only food he and his wife have for the day, but in this incredible moment of compassion, he gives her everything. The woman, whose name is Lakshmi, tells him his kindness will be rewarded. And that one simple act of kindness, well, it sets the stage for the ultimate test. It's the final day the loan is due, and Raghu's character is about to be put on the line. So the 2 months are up. The deadline is here, and Raghu doesn't have the money. He's failed. In a last-ditch effort, he remembers what the old woman said and goes to find her. But when he gets to her hut, she's gone. And in her place are piles and piles of gold and silver, a fortune just lying there for the taking. This is it, the ultimate test. The solution to every single one of his problems is right in front of him. No one would ever know. So what's he gonna do? He turns around and he walks away. He doesn't see a solution. He sees something that belongs to someone else. Even in his most desperate moment, his integrity isn't for sale. He'd rather face failure with honor than succeed by being a thief. So he goes home with nothing. And that choice, that single moment of honesty, that's what unlocks the final miraculous chapter of this story and its incredible lesson. The next morning, Raghu and Kamla open their door and they can't believe their eyes. The entire treasure from the hut is just sitting there on their doorstep, gleaming in the morning sun. And in that moment, it all clicks. The old woman, Lakshmi, she wasn't just some ordinary person. She was a divine being in disguise, sent to test him. He passed. He gave away his last meal out of kindness, and he walked away from a fortune out of honesty. And when he goes back to the forest to check, the hut is gone, like it was never there at all. Raghu's journey is just such a powerful reminder of some timeless truths, isn't it? That true hard work does pay off in the end. That integrity is worth more than any amount of gold. That an act of kindness is never, ever wasted. And that sometimes, if you just hold on, faith and perseverance can actually lead to miracles. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. Raghu's reward was a treasure, but the rewards for integrity often come in other ways, like self-respect or trust from others. So we'll leave you with this question. When in your life has choosing the honest path, even when it was the harder mine, paid off for you? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.